be finishing up the solving the radical equations. Now on the back, if you notice, you have rational exponents. So we have fractions as our exponents. We're still going to reverse PEMDAS though. So what's the first step here? Minus 3. All right, and then what?
Divide by 5.
Good, then divide by 5. So 45 divided by 5, 9.
Don't you multiply by the 3 over 2? I don't know the word for it.
Yeah. Anybody know the word for it?
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal. Now, technically, yes, you're multiplying, but you're multiplying your exponents. So this 3 over 2 is just another exponent. So when I put it over here to the 9, it is an exponent. All right, so don't multiply 3 over 2. They're all exponents. Does that make sense? Okay. So here, all my exponents go away, which is nice. And I have x plus 1. All right, over here is where it gets a little tricky. So for the fraction exponent, the bottom number stands for what? The root. So the bottom number is the root. The top number is the power or the exponent.
Or you're using bread.
So it's 9.
Yeah, 18 over
Square root
3.
of 9 cubed.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah. Yeah, so we're square rooting 9 and then we're going to cube that number. So we're going to do it in 2 parts. So what is the square root of 9? 3. Every time you it's okay. Every time you square root, you have to put a what?
Plus minus.
A plus minus. Very good. So don't forget about your plus minuses, even though it's fraction form. Every time you square root, you still have to put a plus minus sign.
Why do we do that?
Yeah, why don't we do them on some?
We didn't square root any of these.
Oh, that's
We squared these guys the other day, and so it's only the roots that you do plus minuses.
oh, so like not for solving. Wait, what do you mean?
You mean yes on Monday?
Yeah, no, it's just in general. 'Cause, like sometimes you put plus minus and sometimes you don't. Like, how do you determine that?
If it's an even root. If you take an even root, when you're solving and you take an even root, you have to plus minus.
So cube doesn't.
Cube doesn't.
So like square root to. I mean like
Root
root.
of 9.
Or I forgot. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay. Does that make sense? So anytime you do a even root, so square root or fourth root, 6, I mean, we'll probably be doing square roots in here is what you're going to see the most often. But even roots, you have to plus minus. The reason behind that, just side note, when you square something, right, when you square something, -2 squared is 4, 2 squared is 4. So you have to take into account that you can have both the negative and the positive. The reason why you don't need to do that for the odd stuff is because -2 cubed is -8, 2 cubed is +8. So those are different numbers.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? So that's why it's only the even stuff that you have to plus minus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so even root, I had to plus minus. So plus minus 3, and I still haven't taken care of my exponent yet. So my exponent is still a 3. All right, because of the plus minus, I'm going to be getting 2 different answers. So I'm going to write this as 2 separate equations. X plus 1 equals +3 cubed, and x plus 1 equals -3 cubed. Make sense? All right, what is 3 cubed? 27. And what's the next step here to solve for?
Subtract 1.
-1, -1. X equals 26. And over here, what is -3 cubed?
27.
Okay, and then -1, -1,
Negative 28.
-28.
28, sorry.
All right, you don't have to check these. Because I won't give you one that is not gonna be a no solution. All right, so I won't be that mean.
Thank you.
So, if y'all can get through this process, I'll be happy. So don't worry about checking them.
How nice.
All right, go to number 8. All right, what's my first step on number 8? Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So I have x minus 2 raised to the 2/3 equals 4. All right,
And then you
multiply by the reciprocal, which is what?
3/2.
All right, so 3/2, 3/2. So that guy goes away.
So x minus 2 equals
4 to the 3/2.
But that.
All right, so remember, bottom number is the root. Top number is the exponent.
So square root of 4
Mm-hmm.
cubed.
So square root of 4, which is 2. And do I need plus minus?
Yes.
Yes, you do. All right, so because I have the plus minus, I'm going to split this up into 2 equations. X minus 2 equals positive 2 cubed, and x minus 2 equals negative 2 cubed. Okay, 2 cubed is 8, and then what's the last step?
Add 2.
Good.
10.
So x equals 10. All right, negative 2 cubed,
Negative 8.
negative 8, and then add 2,
X equals negative 6.
x equals negative 6.
Nice. We'll check.
All right, those make sense?
Oh, I have a question.
What's
so
up?
let's say that we're solving it right, and let's say that like if like the exponent would be like the reciprocal would be 4, so x 4/2.
Uh-huh. What is 4/2 really,
it's
though?
just 2, right?
Yeah.
So
So that's kind of why you don't have to check, is
Oh.
because it'll take care of itself in the exponent most of the
okay,
time.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Nice.
All right, number 9. What's the first step on number 9? Add 1, add 1. 3x minus 4, 5/3 equals 96. Then what? 96 divided by 3, which is 32. Good, and then reciprocal. Do I need to slow down?
No, it's okay. You're good.
Okay. So reciprocal 3/5, 3/5. So those guys go away. All right, so I have 32 to the 3/5. What is my root?
5.
5. Does anybody know the 5th root of 32?
No.
Wait, say it again. Someone said it. 2, yeah.
Stop playing.
4, I think there's a couple on your practice where you get some funny roots. You can use your calculator on those. For the test, the two roots that you need to know for your test are going to be cube root of 125, which is
5.
and the cube root of 8, which is
2.
right. So those are the two that you're going to need to know on your test. Otherwise, you'd have a calculator. What's up?
Would it be plus or minus?
No, because it's an odd.
Oh,
Because 5 is odd.
Good. So that was going to be my next question. Do I need the plus minus? No, because 5 is odd. So you only need plus minus for the even stuff. So on this one, I'm just going to have one answer. What is 2 cubed?
8.
8. And then what's the last step?
Add 4.
Add 4.
X equals 12 on gang. I turned 4.
Yes, let's do 10 real fast.
Number. Oh, you're.
All right, I'll call on people. Emery, what's the first step?
plus 6.
Very good. And we didn't get to see Angie yesterday, but it was Angie's birthday yesterday, for those of you that didn't know. So happy belated birthday, Angie.
Are we recording? Oh, you're so special. I
Yeah.
swear.
Thank you, YouTube.
Because when my birthday come around, we have one for it.
Yeah.
Like and
When my birthday come
subscribe.
around, I won't be in this class.
Right.
Why?
It's next year.
Oh.
Aw,
But her birthday was in
summer.
July. She probably reported on that day and didn't even mention
It's just
it.
cute.
Tell
When?
me happy birthday. on
Was it
my
during the
birthday.
week?
Yes, it was on a Friday.
Everyone.
Did I not say happy birthday to you?
No.
Happy
I'm
birthday.
sorry.
Wait, no.
That shit hurting.
You know what?
Ah, we're recording.
Oh, excuse my language.
I don't know. I do have $1.
YouTube is gonna restrict your account. How dare you?
Okay, Victor, what's my next step? Divide by 5. Very good.
If only y'all could. I ain't never celebrated a birthday during
It just
I
the
have-
reciprocal just starts at 3.
I have not.
Yes, okay, so the reciprocal of 1/3 is what?
3.
Just 3, right? Because 3 over 1 is the same thing as just 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 divided by 1 is just 3.
So 3, 3, 9, 9, 20.
All right, so on this one, do I have to take a root of anything? No, I just have an exponent. What is 3 cubed?
27.
I already know.
27.
Mine is 3.
Yes,
27.
minus 3. 2x equals 20.
Oh, that's
Wait, hold on.
embarrassing. I said 9.
That's okay.
24, yes. And then
So-
divide by 2, 20. X equals 12.
All right, good. Are we all good?
Yes.
Wait.
I love
Kind
this.
of did that fast.
This is my favorite.
That's so embarrassing.
Ya no vuelvo a tomarme.
All right, go to 11 and 12. Last 2 problems. I think the first question on your test is like these. All right, so the very first question on your test is like 11 and 12. All right. The formula T equals 2 pi square root L over 32. So here's my formula.
Ouch.
Represents the swing of a pendulum. T is time. L is length. And I want to find the length if it makes one swing in 2.5 seconds.
Okay.
I did not get it.
What?
All right, so first of all, it says round, so we're going to be able to use a calculator. All right, we don't have to use a calculator. I know 2.5 seconds. Is that time or is that length?
That's your time.
That's time. Is time T or L?
T
T. So I'm going to plug in 2.5 for T.
equals 2 pi square root of L over 32.
All right, and I'm trying to find L, right? So all I have to do is solve this.
Divided
Divide by 2.
pi.
Good, so I'm going to divide by 2 pi first, because currently 2 pi is being multiplied
That'd be
by that radical.
6.28
Wait a minute.
something.
What is that?
So I'm going to divide by 2 pi.
Oh my
So
god.
that'd be 6.28.
How do you?
Do what?
3.14. 1597.
Man, what is?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I really
solving with a
just
radical.
learned, like,
It doesn't have a, it's more like the front of the paper.
So I'm going to let y'all have it.
2.5 over 2
Okay,
pi.
hold on. Shh, Angie, pause. I like that you know what you're doing, but just pause for a second.
So sorry.
So currently 2 pi is being multiplied by this radical, so we're going to divide to get rid of it. Pi is just a number, so we're just going to type all this in. 2.5 divided by,
Times 3.14.
I just put the symbol in, but if you want to do 3.5 or 3.14, that's fine. But the pi symbol's down here.
Nice.
All right, so 2.5 divided by 2 pi, hit enter. 3.92699, and it keeps going
writing
on.
all
Oh,
that?
because we don't round it yet. Yeah, I forgot. You don't round it to the very
Yes,
end.
don't round until the very end. So, it's a little bit more lenient in high school with the rounding. You know, if you're off by a little bit, I know what you did. If you take an AP test, like AP Calculus, AP Stats next year, they will be very particular about rounding. And so what happens is if you start rounding in the middle of your problem, there is a chance that you are going to get rounding error. And if you are 0.1 off, they are not going to give you credit. All right, so do not round until the very, very end. What's up? Oh, it does. It does. No,
okay,
you're
so
right.
I was wondering what was.
Sorry, 2.
So it's a whole other number.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's better.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Oh, you poor
What
rest
just
of your
happened?
classes.
I know
She
that
just-
said
she
round
just-
and I'm
She put, okay, so she put like basically,
Parentheses.
Yeah, I forgot my
they weren't
parentheses.
together.
My 2 pi's got to be on the bottom. Good call.
This is why you recorded here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if I did that in my other class.
I think you did because your calculator has it all the way up there.
Oh, great. Oh well. All right, and then how do you get rid of the square root?
Square.
Square.
Square it. Okay, so y'all know in the calculator you can go up here and highlight it, so you don't have to type it all in, right?
What?
Yeah.
So you can go highlight your number, press enter, and so now my number's. Oh, hello, hold on.
I just-
Wait,
read
can we write all of
Can you
that
remind me
too?
6 periods to take that out?
Do we need to write all that?
No. But it's good to keep it in the calculator, and then we're gonna square that number,
Oh my
right?
goodness. It's
Or
gonna
can
be
you-
like,
Remind her 6 period to take
What?
She's talking to you.
Can you
Oh,
remind me 6 period to get this out
Yes.
before you leave for 7 8?
yes.
Thank you.
it's gonna be like 0.9.
All right, so 0.158.
Oh, because it's a decimal and it goes
Yeah.
down. Sorry. Sorry. Don't listen to me.
You trusted Andy.
Don't ever do that.
Okay, and then what is the very last step?
Okay.
Multiply 32.
Multiply by 32. Currently 32 is being divided, so I'm going to multiply this guy by 32.
Okay.
Ouch.
Hit enter.
No.
Shh. So 5.066 is the length.
That was a whole lot of.
Take that
Are we
down.
done?
Oh yeah, I guess round to the nearest hundredth, so
5.07.
Yeah.
5.07.
See, look, you would have got it wrong.
And I'm seeing you
Oh,
30.
you gotta do those squiggly line, little squiggly.
All right, go to number 12. We're gonna do 12 and we'll be done. All right, number 12. Here's my function. Radius is y, volume is x. I want to find the volume when the radius is 10. So where am I plugging 10 in?
Radius is
Hey,
Y.
you plug it into the wall.
Into the y, because radius is y. So 10 equals,
Cube root
Cube.
of 3x over 4 pi.
good. All right, how do you get rid of a cube root?
Cube.
Cube it.
I thought she was trying to say how you get. Oh, I was looking at the square root.
Cube it. 10 cubed is what?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000.
Equals 3x over 4 pi.
All right, so 3x over 4 pi. So remember, I'm trying to solve for x. What's next?
You're gonna multiply by 4 pi.
Multiply by 4 pi. So I'm going to multiply this side by 4 pi. Okay, on this one, it says express your answers in terms of pi. So all that means is, yeah, don't plug in the pi.
You just put the
So
pi.
what is
Togu would say, leave it in pi.
4,000 pi.
4,000 pi?
I think I'll say simple.
Leave it in pi.
Yeah, because it's the radian.
All right, and then what do you do?
Then you divide by 3.
Divide by 3. And so your answer is 4,000 over 3 pi.
Wow, we're getting lazy.
Blue child.
Doesn't tell me to round, so I'm not going to. And then you're done.
Oh my
Wait, so you
God,
don't-
wait a minute.
If you turn it into a decimal, that's fine too.
No, but like you don't, oh, because it's with pi, right?
Yeah.
So you can't simplify that part.
I think it's a decimal. I don't think 3 can go into that.
Then you change. 10 minus